One of the great quotes from Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "Some books leave us free, and some books make us free." Reading is such an important part of my life, and the reasons for reading are endless. The more you read, the more you expand your mind in more than one way. Books help us through tough times. They help us expand our awareness, our knowledge. They help us empathize with others. There are so many benefits when it comes to reading. And reading for changing your mindset and for growing as a person is so important because books can never be replaced, in my opinion. Today, I will share with you my top 5 favorite books, non-fiction books, that I read in 2020. They helped me so much to expand my awareness and to help myself grow. But before that, hi, I'm Milena and I'm a mindset coach. You can send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email so that you can schedule your free phone call so that I can get to know you and help you reach your goals and be where you want to be in life. The links for everything will be in the description. The books I will be talking about are going to be in the ascending order, so my favorite book is going to be at the end of the video, and I will link all the books in the description below if you want to check them out. The first book in the top 5 is When I Say No, I Feel Guilty by Manuel J. Smith. This book is really practical, and the advice that the author gives in this book is very applicable because there are a lot of examples of his work with his clients and how they practiced all the principles that are in this book. And this book is essentially an assertiveness book and how to say no to things you don't want to do and you don't like without feeling guilty. And this book really opened my eyes to really reevaluate my responses to other people and how I was dealing with all the guilt when I said no or didn't do something someone else expected from me. This book taught me that saying no isn't supposed to be guilt-inducing, and we all have the right to say no and for people to respect our decision, and if not, it is not our responsibility and we shouldn't feel guilty for putting ourselves first. So if you're struggling with people pleasing and saying no, this book is a great one for you. The next book that really helped me in 2020 is Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy by psychiatrist David D. Burns. And this is a book that a lot of therapists recommend, and it's for a good reason. It's teaching you how to reprogram your negative beliefs, your negative thoughts, and how to really question all the thoughts that are going around in your head. It talks about how to pull yourself out of a depression and how to really reprogram your negative thoughts and beliefs, how to be a happier person, and how our thoughts are not always true, and how to question our thoughts. It is an amazing book. It's a book that everyone should go back to even after they've read it and reevaluate and just see how much they've improved. It's really a book for life, and you cannot stop and improving your mental state. So it's a really powerful book that I recommend to anyone struggling with these types of issues. The next book that really changed my mindset is Breaking Negative Thinking Patterns, a Schema Therapy, Self-Help and Support book. And I cannot pronounce the name of the author, I am sorry. But this book is a schema therapy book and is also a psychology book. It's the best reparenting and self-parenting book I've read, and it really teaches you how to identify your own vulnerable modes and parent modes that your parents had, and all the patterns that stem from your childhood, and how to enforce your healthy adult mode. I can do a whole video on this topic and how to identify your vulnerable child modes, and how to become more secure and strengthen your healthy adult mode. I believe everyone should read this book. It's that powerful. Really noticing our subconscious programming and consciously bringing awareness to it, and then starting to reparent and reprogram ourselves is crucial. It's crucial to our self-esteem, our relationships. It's the number one thing anyone should be doing to really be happy in life and to be successful, in my opinion. So I really recommend this book. The next book is the book everyone has been talking about, and I finally got around to reading it, and it's Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. This book changed my perception of what happiness is. And the flow, as you all know by now, is the experience of undivided attention and contentment you feel when you are immersed in whatever you are doing. Whether it's you're talking to someone, you are doing your hobby, your work, your exercise. The power of just being present and focusing on the task at hand is something that creates happiness. And especially in today's age where everything demands our attention, the advertisements, our phone. This book really changed my view on how to be more happy every day and how to be more fulfilled. And this book truly teaches you how to control what goes into your consciousness and how to master your mind. And it's a very powerful book. It's a very famous book for a reason, and I recommend it for all of you as well. And my favorite book I read in 2020 is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And it's another famous book that I just got around to reading. It was mind-blowing in many ways. It's motivating and devastating at the same time. It's a look at how psychiatrist Viktor Frankl survived the Nazi death camps and how he struggled with finding meaning in the worst imaginable situations. It's a deep look into how our minds work, on how the meaning is created, and how the circumstances that we're in don't necessarily need to be that devastating if we have control over our minds. It's such a powerful book with a lot of open questions and makes you question your own meaning. What does your life mean to you? And how can we stay strong in our mental capacity to survive the hardships in our lives? The big point of this book is that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And it helped me become more mentally strong and more resilient. So I really hope you read this book because it's an amazing one, and everyone can get something out of it that's different than other people. So it's very personal as well, with a lot of imagery and a lot of deep questions that you can interpret your own way. And it's a really a philosophical read as well. So I really recommend this one. So that was my top 5 list. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to know, what are your favorite books you read in the past year, so that we can all get some recommendations from each other. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss my next video. And until next time, bye.